Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. So glad to be here. I'm Jessa Zinn. I'm the founder of the Zinn Method. Today we're talking about what is the hidden reason your shoulders are tight, right? So our shoulders get tight and we stretch them and we foam roller and we push the ball in, and maybe you have a friend push their elbow into it, and those are all good strategies. But if they're not working, we want to pull the lens back, and instead of looking at it as a local issue, we want to understand the pain in the shoulder as part of a bigger pattern of tightness, part of a movement pattern that you are doing on a regular basis. So the shoulders, if they're tight, one of the areas we want to look at is the rib cage. How well are we breathing? Are we breathing into our ribs? And how much mobilization do we have in our thorax? So let's start with a couple of assessments, what I call mapping. Go ahead and place your hands on your ribs. Good morning. Thank you for the waves. I hope everyone's doing well. Drop the shoulders down. Good. And now notice, even as you did that, did you move into hyperextension of the ribs? So hands on the ribs, shoulders down. Did that move you forward? Just invite the rib cage to come back. And breathe here. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, do the ribs expand? And exhale. A few more breaths. Being patient. Can you find lateral breath? Most of us breathe up what we call vertical breath, and I want to challenge you to find that lateral inhalation, where we're using the diaphragm appropriately. Good. So just note what happened, note what didn't happen in that assessment. And now grab a strap. It can be a belt, it can be a bathrobe tie, whatever you need. Hold on with your arms a little bit wider than shoulder distance. The creases of the elbows face each other. In a comfortable seated position, note if you're arching forward as I am, and just pull the ribs back. And now with your hands on the strap, bring the arms up overhead. Can your ribs stay quiet, or do they move forward? So what this is telling us, do it a few more times, is that our shoulders, it shows us how our shoulder mobility is directly related to our ribs. And if our rib cage, if our thorax is tight, our shoulders will be tight. So if we're just making a change in our shoulders and not addressing the immobilization of our thorax and ribs, our inability to open in that area, we're not really setting a foundation for shoulder release. And that could be why you keep opening up the shoulders, keep stretching the shoulders without seeing any change. So, grab your foam roller, please. And let's bring it perpendicular to the spine. Line up the foam roller so that it's right in line with the nipple line. Interlock your fingers and support your head. So the average human head weighs 12 to 16 pounds. That is a really heavy bowling ball. I cannot bowl with a 16-pound weight. I want you to feel that in your hands. Excuse me. And now with the elbows as wide as you can without feeling any pain in the shoulder joint. So only go as wide with your elbows as you can without feeling pain. Inhale here and exhale. So building proprioception, building awareness, I want you to use the tool to give you feedback into the rib cage. to give you feedback into your breath. 2 more breaths here. The shoulder, the collarbones are broad, the chin is slightly tucked as if you're holding an orange. And now inhale, extend over the foam roller, and exhale, draw up. And again, inhale over the foam roller, and exhale up. 2 more like this, please. Inhale over, and exhale, and last one. And now here, stay parallel, bring the head parallel to the floor, side bend to the right, and side bend to the left. And side bend to the right, and side bend to the left. And now side bend to the right, the elbow touches the foam roller, release the weight of the head into the hand, and 3 deep breaths into your left side body. Inhale and exhale. Good, good, good. And inhale, find your feet, place your feet flat, and exhale. Good. And last one. Good morning. I see all the waves, all the people coming in. Welcome. And release. And now side bend to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Left elbow onto the foam roller. Right elbow as close in as it needs to not have any strain in that shoulder joint. And breathe. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Release, roll up 1 turn of the foam roller, and then again extend and flex. Extension over foam roller and flexion looking down the front of the body. Keeping control of the head the entire time, so we're not dropping the head back, but as if you're holding onto an orange underneath your chin the whole while. Elbows are wide, side bend right, and then side bend left. We're just going to go back and forth here. Side bend right, and side bend left. And last one, side bend right, and side bend left. And then moving on. So come off of the foam roller that way, and bring the foam roller so it lines up with your spine, vertical. Make sure that the head and the butt just moving up so that I'm better in line with the camera. So you want your sacrum on the foam roller, and now lift your hands up, press into the 4 corners of both feet, and reach for the ceiling and feel those lower ribs anchor into the foam roller. Maintain that, bring the arms overhead, and bring the arms up. So we're mobilizing the shoulder joint, but we're pinning the lower ribs down so that we're opening up the fascial sheaths in the posterior part of the body. So in the previous release, we opened up the lateral line of fascia, the outer line of fascia, and now as we pin the lower ribs, we feel that back body open as we bring the arms over. Good. And release. And now bring the arms out to a T and feel that front fabric open. That fabric across the chest. Breathe here. Good. So we're opening up all the sheaths of fascia, all the sheaths that play into the shoulder joint itself. So not pressing into the shoulder, but rather releasing and opening up around the shoulder. And now coming into snow angels, keep the back of the hands on the floor as you bring the arms up as far as you can, and then releasing down alongside you. And 2 more like this. and release back down. And last one. Good, and release. Come off of the foam roller, move her out of the way, and now we activate, stabilizing those releases we just made. Bring your hands straight up towards the ceiling, reach for the ceiling, and now pull the shoulder blades together and hold here. 5 breaths. Find that lateral breath. So you're actively pulling the shoulder blades together beneath you. And now inhaling, exhale 1. Inhale, lateral breath, expand into the ribs. Good morning, everybody. And exhale 2. Inhale, 3. Actively drawing those shoulder blades together, pulling the shoulder blades away from the ears. 4. And last one. Good, and release. And now press the back of the head into the floor so you activate those neck muscles and release. 2 more like that. And release. Last one. And release. And now coming back up, and let's just reassess. So place the hands alongside the ribs. Inhale. Feel how much more space you've created in just that short amount of time. Breathing. Good. And now grab the strap. Bringing the strap a little bit, your hand grip on the strap a little bit wider than shoulder distance. Keeping the ribs back. Reach the arms up. And just notice the ease with which you now move. Again, all from releasing the fascia below and around the shoulders and not pressing into the shoulder joint itself. I invite you to join me next week when we'll explore a different body part in the same way. I'm Jessa Zinn, the founder of the Zinn Method. And if you want more information like this, you can look at the courses that I have listed in my bio. See you next week. DM me with any questions. Have a good one.